This video contains spoilers for the Minecraft movie. Click off if you don't want to be spoilered. September 4th, 2024. The day society fell apart. A Minecraft movie has been in development hell for a long time now, and I think we all just kind of assumed it had just been like silently canceled, or it'd be like the FNAF movie where it would just like we hear about it for years and years, but just never comes out. Except the FNAF movie did come out, so I guess next was Minecraft's turn. And in September of last year, we got our first teaser trailer, and it did not set expectations very high. We all remember where we were when the first Minecraft movie trailer dropped. We all remember the original I am Steve memes. Opinions were not very mixed. Pretty much everyone thought this looked like shit. The director famously said they wanted to avoid an ugly Sonic situation with this film. Everybody was making fun of the casting and just like the film being live action in general because like it's Minecraft, you'd expect them to do like a Lego movie type thing, but nope, here's Jack Black wearing a blue shirt. Jack Black was the obvious biggest target for memes because of course he was, but there's also a lot of stuff about Jason Momoa's character, Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Garrett's the best goddamn character in the whole movie. I'm glad that guy was just talking out of his ass when he said Jason was playing a Minecraft story mode character. But as more trailers and clips and plot details started coming out, opinions began to sway. People either gained a bit of cautious optimism for the film, or whatever cautious optimism they had started to drain each time they had to hear the flint and steel or chicken jockey sound effects. And what were my thoughts? Well, I was very, very excited for this movie from the get-go. Not because I thought it would be good, but because I knew it would be really, really bad, but in a really, really funny way. Going in, I was hoping the film would either be shockingly good or just like the worst thing ever. I didn't want just an okay movie. An okay movie is forgettable. A really bad movie will be remembered for forever. And what did we end up getting? Well, let's talk about that now. I'm going to be dividing this video into two sections. The first will be my initial thoughts and like a non-spoiler review, and then I'll do a spoiler review where I'll talk about more specific details of the plot and whatnot. If you don't want to get spoiled, I'll put a time card on the screen so you can, and I'll put time cards in the description so you can skip around or just come back after you've seen the film and hear what I have to say about it if you want to. So, with all that being said, let's get into the Okay, before I talk about the film, I want to talk about my experience at the theater because it was really funny. I went there dressed as Dream because I thought it'd be really funny, ironically, and it was. And there was some kid in a creeper hoodie who kept screaming, "Dream! Dream!" at me like 3 times. And each time I would say, like, that's what the point of the mask is, just because I thought it was funny. And it was. There was barely any kids at the showing, though. It was most people around my age, so like teens and young adults. And there was even some guy who showed up in a suit. I commend that guy. I wish I got to talk to him. But then before the film started, the previews it showed were the first one was for this movie about Jesus. So I got to see Jesus hang up on the cross during my Minecraft movie showing. Then it showed a trailer for some movie called Sneaks, which is like Toy Story, except instead of toys, it's sneakers, because why the fuck not? And then it showed the trailer for that new shitty-looking fucking Smurfs movie, because I can never fucking escape it. Okay, now to the actual movie.
Ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken?
This movie is very strange, and I love it for it. The film knows what it is, it knows how stupid it is, it knows no one is taking it seriously, so it doesn't take itself seriously at all either, and it just focuses on being really entertaining, and it succeeds at that. It's a really good, really funny time. Now, if you're going into this thing expecting high art, you're gonna be disappointed, because that's not what it is, yo. Unironically, this is like the most 6 out of 10 things ever, 6 out of 10. But ironically, peak cinema. The theater honestly makes the experience. Literally everyone gave a fucking standing ovation when Steve said, "Chicken Jackie!" I shit you not, there was like at least 12 separate times when people started standing up and cheering and clapping and saying quotes. Though those fucking TikToks you've seen, they're fucking real. There really isn't much here in terms of plot, but it's self-aware and stupidly funny enough to where I don't really care. The very, very most basic plot rundown I can give is the human characters use this blue thing called the Orb of Dominance. It looks like the Tesseract, but it transports them to the Minecraft world, but the piglins want to steal it, but they can't let that happen because they need it in order to get home. So yeah, very simple surface level story. You know, it's not much, but I think it works. The acting is like shockingly good here for the whole duration of the film. You can tell the actors were all having fun on set, especially Jack Black. The only performance I didn't really care for was the kid playing Henry. Like, I mean, I can tell he's trying, he's giving it his best, but like, maybe it's just bad direction. I don't know, but he reads all his lines like he's in a school play, and he has like this weird nasally nerdy voice that I just want to shove into a locker. I swear. I did like the part where he accidentally committed terrorism, though. That was pretty cool. I mean, you know, again, this isn't that big a deal. I'm not watching the fucking Garrett Garrison Garbage Man movie for Oscar level acting. I just felt like throwing that out there, I guess. We've already talked about the visuals. Yeah, it's a little disturbing, but I say you get used to it. I did, at least. It kind of fails at being a movie faithful to Minecraft. Like, there's a lot of shit here that just doesn't work the same way it does in the game. But I mean, like, then again, after like 10 minutes, you just sort of accept it and just stop caring. It's the fucking Minecraft movie, dog. You're thinking about it the wrong way if you're thinking about how everything isn't the same way as it is in the game, dog. This film is basically just one massive high-budget shitpost. There's a character in this movie named General fucking Chungus. I could never bring myself to hate this. I think it's best to watch it with a crowd, you know, so you can all, you know, have fun with it and laugh and poke fun at it and whatnot, you know. So, you know, I say just go in with an open mind and be ready to just have fun and not think about it too critically, and I think you'll have a really good time with this film. But anyways, that's it for the non-spoiler review, so now we're doing the spoiler review. So skip to this timestamp on screen if you don't want to yeah. Okay, y'all gone? Alright, good. Now I can talk about that Tommy in it post-credit scene.
I wake up early in the morning, make a gas sweep. It's like I'm in the nether cause I can't sleep.
I brought a pencil and notepad with me to the theater so I could write down my thoughts in real time. But like 20 minutes in, I dropped my pencil in between the seats and I never saw it again. And also, it was really dark, so I could barely see what I was writing. So all I got to jot down was fast pacing. Garrett is main character, I think, and FNAF movie in reverse. So I guess I'll talk about those things. So yeah, the film's pacing is incredibly quick. The first 5 minutes could very easily be stretched out to like 20. A lot of the film was just characters jumping around from location to location, and that meme of a lot of the film basically just being Jack Black saying the name of things from Minecraft and explaining them is pretty much true. Let's talk about the characters, specifically Garrett, because don't let the advertising fool you, Garrett is pretty much the main character for a large portion of this movie. Garrett is like this old washed up esports player from 1989, so I guess he was like an original Super Mario sweat or something, where it was ground on the original Tetris. But he's like this jobless bum man-child loser, and he's really funny. You know, I can tell Jason Momoa had a lot of fun with this role. Also, he's played by Jason Goddamn Momoa, which makes him just that much funnier. Don't let his title of the Garbage Man fool you. That's just a nickname from the game he used to play. He's not an actual garbage man. He's just like a jobless asshole, and it's really funny. Also, there are a lot of queer undertones with his relationship to Steve specifically. I'm not joking. There is a part in this movie where they're flying elytras, and Steve and Garrett like 69 in midair and shove their faces in each other's asses, and Jack Black grabs up on Jason Momoa's ass. It's fucking incredible. Is this that toxic old man yaoi stuff the kids are talking about these days? Someone better do a fucking queer analysis of Garrett Garrison, I swear to God. I like all the other characters too. You know, Steve is funny, even if mostly ironically. The fat man child screaming Minecraft items will never not be funny. I like Natalie, who is Henry's sister and also his primary caretaker, because their mom is fucking dead. Their dad is never mentioned. Which is what I meant by FNAF movie in reverse. It's like Mike and Abby, but it's reversed because the boy is like Abby and the girl is she's like Michael. Danielle Brooks is here, who's an award-winning actress playing the character of Dawn, who is like barely in the movie. But for the little screen time she does have, I did enjoy her. She gives a very solid performance. You know, she is very funny. You know, the girls minus Garrett all get kind of sidelined in the film, which is unfortunate. You know, because I like all of them and I wish they had more to do. But I mean, it's whatever. The other characters are funny too. There's the subplot where Jennifer Coolidge fucks a Minecraft villager, although I'm hesitant to call it a subplot because it takes up like not even 5 minutes of the movie. There's only like 4 scenes dedicated to that, but they were very funny. Literally every single time it cut to them, my theater started clapping and cheering. And also, it gave us the Jeb cameo, so yeah, which literally nobody in my theater noticed, including me, so fuck you, Jeb, I guess. Speaking of cameos, there are very few of them in the film. The only ones I noticed were the Technoblade tribute slash cameo, which is the only one that got a reaction out of my theater. And then also I noticed Dan TDM, because him and I think a few other YouTubers are in the background of like one shot and they don't say anything, but they are there. I didn't recognize anyone else, but I know like Mumbo Jumbo and the bitch who makes the shitty YouTube Kids videos, however the hell you pronounce her name. I know they were on set, so I assume they're in that shot with Dan TDM somewhere. I just don't know what they look like. It's only Mumbo Jumbo who has the mustache. God damn it! I honestly feel like this film should have had more cameos in it. Like, say whatever you will about the FNAF movie. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it ever. But, you know, what I will say is that I like how that movie feels like a celebration of FNAF and its fandom and its legacy and how far it's come, because it has a whole lot of Easter eggs and references and cameos to a lot of more niche fandom things only a few people will get. And I feel like for the Minecraft movie, it should have been sort of the same way, where it feels more like a celebration of Minecraft and everything about it. So I feel like it should have had more cameos and Easter eggs, I guess. I'm not saying put any of those Dream SMP fuckers in.
Except you stay.
Or anyone who's gone to prison, but I mean, like, would it really have been too much to ask for you to put a mustache on that pink sheep? Was Stampy really that hard to get a hold of? Also, I know only like 4 people would show up to a story mode adaptation movie, but I was genuinely hoping for a Patton Oswalt cameo, who is Jesse's male voice actor. He doesn't even have a huge role or anything, but if he was just like there and he just said like a line or two, and maybe his character was named Jesse, it would have been perfect. I don't understand why Mojang seems so averse to referencing story mode. Like, they put in 40 billion goddamn references to Dungeons and Legends in this thing because everyone loves those games, but they didn't put in any to the best one. Nothing for story mode? Come on, story mode walked so this film could run. Put some goddamn respect on my boy Jesse's name. Give Steve the gauntlet. The Herobrine reference was pretty cool, although I wish it was Hero Garrett. Then there's the post-credit scene, which this is like the super duper spoiler territory. So, click off, or skip ahead if if you haven't seen it yet. But they introduced fucking Alex, which I thought was pretty cool. We don't see her face, so we don't get to see who's playing her. But this is probably meant to be some kind of tease for a potential sequel, which, I mean, this film will probably get. I mean, you see the numbers it's doing. I don't know how exactly they do a sequel. They ended things pretty unambiguously. Which, I mean, I guess that's sort of a say. This video's been all over the place, but I'll just say, like, here and now, I guess, because I forgot to mention it earlier, but I don't really like the ending. The ending of this movie is basically that message you get when you go through the end portal after you beat the game. That's basically just screaming at you to just just go outside and stop playing Minecraft, you fucking nerd. It doesn't really make a lot of sense though from like an in-universe perspective, because like at no point in this film does Steve ever question like leaving the Minecraft world and going back to the real world. You know, like he's basically just like a big man baby who ran away from all his responsibilities to play Minecraft forever, and that at no point do they ever make him like question if he wants to leave and go back to the real world or anything like that. He seems very content in the Minecraft world. And then they even set up like Henry, who seems to like be like thriving in the Minecraft world. Like he's able to build a gun out of shit in his pockets in the Minecraft world. So like I don't like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now, I know I sound like the biggest fucking incel loser saying this, but I mean like I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, right, Alex. Yeah, get the shit off my fucking screen. Yeah, oh, baby, no, that's where it's at.
I like square bucks and I cannot lie.
I'm Alex, by the way.
So, yeah, a Minecraft movie. I still think that title is stupid, by the way. Like, I know they said, like, oh, this is just one story that can be told in the Minecraft world, but also, you know how many stories you can tell with Lego? At least 4, but they didn't call that shit a Lego movie. If we ever get a sequel, my plot prediction is that it's gonna be like Alex finds the Tesseract and goes to the Minecraft world, and she ends up really liking it there, and like she wants Steve to come back and like live with her in Minecraft or whatever, and then Steve has to decide between going back to the Minecraft world with Alex or staying in the real world with his new friends. There's probably gonna be some romantic subplot with Steve and Alex. I know we all wish it could be Steve and Garrett, but I don't know, blame the prison or something. My final thoughts on this film are, although it's very stupid and has a lot of problems, it's just a very entertaining movie, and I still think overall it's a really good time, and it's just a really nice, funny film. Although, if you're looking for like a genuinely good Minecraft film adaptation, you might want to draw your attention elsewhere. Maybe find like a fan animation or like an SMP or something. Maybe that animated Netflix series we're getting will be more up your alley. Again, it's like a 6 out of 10, but god damn it, it's a high 6 out of 10. I think you'll enjoy it most, again, if with a group of friends, you can poke fun at it, you know, and I think you'll just don't treat it like it's high art. Don't make it out to be something it's not. And I think you'll have a good time with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go drink my green creeper milk while eating my Minecraft movie McDonald's meal chicken nuggets with the fucking nether flame sauce. You're not allowed to bring this to the airport.
Flint and steel, chicken jockey. I am Steve. I am placing blocks and shit.
Look, I got this skeleton toy. He's so cool. I love him. I'm gonna name him Jerry.